Welcome back to MOTOBLADE, guys. Today we are going to go over the top 3 things that you need to get on your sport bike as soon as you buy it. These are the top 3 mods that every sport bike should have. Alright guys, kicking this off with number 1, the first thing you need when you get your sport bike. This is less of a mod and more of a must-have. You need to get frame sliders. Why? Well, because eventually you're going to drop your shiny new bike. Whether or not anyone ever told you that when you start riding, I'm sorry if I burst your bubble, but you're going to drop it at some point. Hopefully it's not on the road, hopefully it's not a high side, hopefully it's not a low side. Hopefully the most it will ever be is in the parking lot because you forgot to put your kickstand down and you accidentally start getting a little too much momentum to the side and you can't arrest the fall of the bike. No matter how it happens, it will happen, and frame sliders will protect your bike. It's not going to save all your pretty little plastic fairings. You can get replacements for those, but it will save the frame and the engine, and your bike should come through with minimal damage, and the damage that it does sustain will probably be cosmetic. Now, some motorcycles, like the Ninja 650 I'm on, I get bar ends. So these bar ends came on the bike, and they look pretty good. I know some people don't like them, they take them off. I like them. So if the bike were to lean over, that would be the first point of contact. The next point of contact is going to be further down on the frame and also up on the front wheel. So I will put a link in the description for you guys to the frame sliders that I got, but there are so many different kinds of frame sliders out there. Really, the sky's the limit. There are all kinds of bar ends, frame sliders, wheel sliders. You guys can mix and match colors, brands, whatever you want. There's all kinds of options for you guys. So you don't have to go with what I went with, but I will put a link to them down in the description. I went with OES. They were on Amazon. They were inexpensive. They matched the color of the bike. They look good, and they provide the protection. I mean, it was very basic. They're nothing fancy, but they work and they look good. All right, guys. So here are the OES frame sliders. Basically, you just take a bolt off of the frame, and this is on the Ninja. It works for most sport bikes, but in my case, bolt, and then they include this really long bolt that runs side to side. You put one over here, you put one here, run the bolt through, tighten it up. There's your frame slider. So if this goes down, first point of contact is going to be the bar end and the frame slider. They also included these sliders here for the front wheel, just in case your wheel turns and touches. That'll protect that. You might end up having some cosmetic damage like your mirror because that sticks out a little far and maybe the furthest point out on your fairings. But the frame sliders will protect the frame of your bike, the engine. I'd rather replace this and the plastic fairing than my clutch cover. Wear a hole in the clutch cover, you're kind of done, or it's going to be a really expensive fix. So frame sliders are a must-have for your sport bike. The second motorcycle mod or must-have that you're going to need on your sport bike is a fender eliminator kit. Now, unlike the frame sliders where you can go with all kinds of different brands and colors and models and stuff, there is only one company I recommend for a fender eliminator kit. Only one, and that is TST Industries. These guys are the leader in all kinds of mods for your bike, but particularly fender eliminator kits. I mean, these are the go-to guys. They make the best quality stuff. They're based in the US. I think they're in Florida. Pretty sure they're in Florida. I did the TST Industries fender eliminator kit on this bike, and the reason you're going to want a fender eliminator kit is really cosmetics. When you get your sport bike, especially if it comes from a dealership, if you bought it secondhand, maybe whoever you bought it from already put one on. But if you bought it from a dealership, the DOT requires that you put a stupid plastic fender all the way over the back wheel. It has to completely cover the back wheel, come down a little bit, and it looks horrible. I mean, it's just a giant piece of plastic. Nothing fancy, just molded plastic sticking out the back end of your bike. And it holds your turn signals and your license plate. So what these guys have done is they've made a fender eliminator, or some people call it a tail tidy, and you basically put on the rear end of your bike, get rid of that big plastic thing, wire on your new LED turn signals, and put your license plate on, you're good to go. Mine actually came with a nice license plate light, so my license plate is lit up for riding at night. Depending on where you guys are, you may have certain state requirements to have the license plate lit or not, I don't know. But the kit from TST Industries includes that. It's really nice, and I will show that to you guys right now. Back here we have the TST Industries fender eliminator kit. So I'll put a picture on the screen of what it looked like before. And now we've eliminated that crap. And we've got the license plate tucked up underneath it here nicely. It's got a light. And we have these nice LED turn signals that are much more streamlined. And it just looks so much better. Especially from the side, when you look at it, to not have that giant piece of plastic on the back, it just looks cleaner. All you have is the rear frame of the bike. Seat, nothing else behind it, nothing extra. It looks clean. So again, a cosmetic thing, but I think it's definitely something you should do as soon as you get your sport bike. The third thing that you guys are going to want on your sport bike, unlike the fender eliminator kit, which is more of a cosmetic thing, I think this thing, like the frame sliders, is an absolute must. You guys are going to want tank grippers. Tank grippers sit right down here between your knee and the tank. What do? Well, when you're coming to a stop on a sport bike, if you have to stop in a hurry, your butt tends to slide forward and you end up here over top of the tank a ways. And when you're riding, if all you're trying to do is posture yourself with your butt in the seat, you're going to end up really sore at the end of the day. So tank grippers allow you to put pressure with your legs on the tank to help you hold your posture and keep you from sliding and moving around while you ride. So number 3, we have these tech spec snakeskin tank grippers. I'll put a link again down in the description for you guys. These have served me very well. I will admit putting them on was a bit of a pain in the ass. They're a little stiff, so I think I heated them up nice and warm with a hairdryer, because you have some compound curves here with your tank. You got to curve up and then back and then around. So you want that rubber to be really pliable when you put it on. We spent some time trying to get them on just right, making it perfectly even, and then we actually put some towels there to simulate like your legs pressing on it, and then a big clamp to hold them in place for a day. Since we put them in, they have not moved a hair, and they've been really, really great. My legs can press into them. It does not slide at all on my jeans. It has 100% grip, and it allows me to really squeeze onto this tank and help my posture. It really keeps my back from getting sore, my butt from getting sore on longer rides, and definitely something you should do on a sport bike. The fourth and final thing, guys, I know I said this video was 3 things. I'm giving you a bonus 4th. The 4th thing you should do when you get a sport bike is get a custom seat. I recommend this for any bike, honestly. Whether you got a cruiser or a sport bike, get yourself a custom seat. Especially on a sport bike, they're just not that comfortable, especially not for long rides. So if you intend to do long rides in the saddle, long days, maybe you're taking your bike on a trip for the weekend, I guarantee you're going to want a custom seat. No matter how comfortable that stock seat might feel at first, a custom seat is going to give you way more support. Your back is going to thank you, your butt is going to thank you. I don't care how young or how old you are going to be more comfortable on a custom seat. So if you guys want to check out this particular seat, there are lots of different companies out there. I like my Corbin. I'll put a link to the video review I did of it down in the description and up here on the screen. But they make a fantastic seat, and they have all kinds of different customization options for colors, materials. You guys can see I did mine to match my orange 2017 650. But you can customize it however you want, and they make it for almost every sport bike you could imagine. So great company, go check them out. Again, links down below. So is there another mod or something that you would do first off when you get your sport bike? Something that I missed? Let me know down in the comments. I'd like to hear what you guys think on the 4 things I mentioned. If there's anything that you would add, please let me know down below. If you guys happen to be in the market for any new motorcycle gear, especially helmets or riding gloves, I was recently picked up as a brand ambassador for ILM Motor Company. And if you guys go down to the description, I have a link to their website. You guys can use my coupon down there, MOTOBLADE, and it'll give you guys a discount shopping over on ILM's website. So if you guys are in the market for a new helmet, new riding gear of any kind, go check them out and see if you can get yourself a discount. You guys don't pay anything extra by going through the link down below, but I get a little bit of a kickback that I will put right back into the channel. So I just want to give a quick shout out to ILM for that. This video was not sponsored by them or anything. They just picked me up as a brand ambassador. for social media this past week, and I appreciate them doing that, and I look forward to working with them. Nice people I've been working with who contacted me and helped me set it all up, so I just wanted to give a shout out to them and thank them for that opportunity. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel if you're not already. It's a big red button. Click the bell icon next to it. That'll give you guys notifications when there are new videos to watch right here on MotoBlade. So until next time, y'all know what to do. Be careful out there. Ride safe, ride on. I'll catch all y'all later. Deuces.